make me move, you make me dance, you make my heart beat super fast. You lift me up, you make me laugh. Baby, you're the best I ever had. You're the best I ever. You make me move, you make me dance, you make my heart beat super fast. You lift me up, you make me laugh. Baby, you're the best I ever had. You're the best I ever had. You make me move, you make me dance, you make my heart beat super fast. You lift me up, you make me laugh. Baby, you're the best I ever had. You're the best I ever had.
Alright, I can't even hear myself talk. Sorry about that. First time trying to do... Holy cow, those guys are loud. Alright, so yeah, first time trying to do an Asseto Corsa broadcast. Bear with me, I have no idea. Or I have a few ideas, but I'm really new to this. It's going to be hard for me to figure out, so just bear with me. Trying to get a decent ticker, but we got one over here with the ACTV. I'm just using this so I can pick the cars, because I dead real, I don't know how to pick the cars and using that. I don't know how to get rid of the bar on the bottom, and for some reason the cars aren't showing up despite me downloading them. So that is a problem. That I don't understand why is a problem. So um, I got like a few minutes to figure out why it's not working. So back to that, I guess. Okay, let's see. Okay, y'all can still hear me. This is good. Shoot. I downloaded the cars, but it didn't let me. This set of courses is very confusing. I don't understand this game at all. I tried broadcasting it and I thought I had stuff figured out, but apparently I don't. So that's spectabulous. No idea why the cars are not showing up. So let me check my content on my content manager and see why. Or I don't even know what car they're using, to be dead honest with you. Of course this all updated today, didn't it? Alright, so I don't know what car goes to what. I don't know why it's not working. I got 25 minutes to figure this out. Yeah, sorry about the whole thing there. I no idea. Lord. Lord have mercy. I downloaded the cars, they threw them in a content manager, and they just didn't work for some reason, so try it again. Okay, so they should show up. Oh, they all showed up on that car, didn't they? I don't even know. What are they using? W. Ah, goodness. I'm gonna try to rejoining now, see if it'll work. I had no idea. Should have everybody's cars. I don't see why I wouldn't. Alright. Alright. Now we got everybody's cars, so I really wish I could change the sound. Is there a way I can change the sound of these guys? I have no idea, so I guess I'm just gonna try to figure this out. Best I can. So George Uriarte currently fastest on the... I don't have his car. Why don't I have his car? I only have his car. Do I have Duel's car? I don't. What gives? I downloaded it. Bro, this game is so scuffed. I don't even know what... let me just check the thing. Looks like I'm gonna have to download these manually. Which sucks, but I'll just do what I can with it. It's a good thing I did this early, because otherwise I'd be screwed. I hate this game so much. Hell. Alright, we're gonna try that again. I don't know if I'll have all the cars, but I should have most of them. Alright, now should be able to hear me fine, I hope. Can y'all hear me? Yeah, y'all can hear me. Alright, let's see. So, we're doing qualifying now. I now have all the cars. However, I don't have all the cameras, so I'm just working off what I got. This is overtime for practice. I think George got the fastest lap. I think. I don't know. Bear with me here. I'm really new to this whole Asseto thing. I had to download all the cars manually, and not even sure I got them all. Alright, now they're doing the wait time for the thing. I don't know. Wow, I didn't realize how much this sucked. Alright, so fastest in, I'm assuming practice, this is what it's showing. I'm assuming, looks like Kalen with the fastest lap of 142.4, Super 69 with 142.7, Jorge with 143.3, Tall this is 144.3, Winty Wolf with 145.6, and then Chris Miller with 147. And Kyle Driscoll did not set a lap for this. A little bit of wait time there. I can't do anything right now, but figure it out as we go. Again, this first Asseto broadcast. I prepared best I could. I was having a real hard time figuring out how this is working, and for some odd reason, the cars just would not download. No matter how many times I tried, and I finally just had to download them manually, which is frustrating, but oh well. Made it work, and I think that wait time did kill off some reviews. I apologize for that. So unfortunate nonetheless. I do apologize again. First time doing this Asseto broadcast. And it looks like they are now given the freedom to qualify for this event. And looks like yeah, it looks like everybody gonna get on track in their own respective fashion. Jorge Uriarte, he's gonna lead him off the pit road to start the qualifying session. Tola is in tow. If y'all have any audio issues, let me know. If I'm having any audio issues, just let me know in the chat. I thought I prepared pretty well for this. Just, I don't know. I'm assuming they just either changed the time of day or just changed by itself at a very high rate of speed. Not entirely sure. Kind of limited on my cameras. I do have some cameras. I just, prefer not to use them. Probably won't be using the F1 ticker for the full broadcast. I have a better ticker over here on this side, ACTV, but I can actually click on these guys to see how they're doing. There's probably a better method to this that I don't know about, but that's just part of the learning process. And ultimately, I think all is alright. I think it'll be alright. But yeah, qualifying has, well, I have no idea how much time qualifying has. I should probably... Oh, wait, shoot. It has right there, yeah. 15 minutes. I should probably have a timer here. Let's see. Let's see, I got a time thing I can put. Real time, race position, photo mode, pedals, leaderboard, games. Well, And I don't believe the ACTV shows the lap times, unless there's like a specific thing I'm seeing that I'm not seeing. You know, I'll move the chat over here just in case or something. Doubt we'll need it, but I'll have it there just in case. Let's see, audio onboard. There's a timer on top of the screen. Oh, ow! You're right. Thank you, Andrew. That's very helpful. I didn't even. I knew it was there, but I didn't even see it. But yeah, that'll do us just fine. We'll keep up with that. This is a timed race, 60 minutes for this one, as it is the Scrubtona 6. I can't speak. It's the Scrubtona 60, third annual. Tolas is right there. Two of these cars have band logos on their cars. You got Jorge Uriarte's got a Lincoln Park livery, and Tolas is with a. Why is my ACTV not working? It was working last. It was working just a minute ago. Who gives? I need to show something else. Oh, yeah, this works just fine. We'll do this. Oh, actually, we'll keep that. Put this over here. Oh, put this here. Shows the driver we're on. Yes, that's ACTV info. See the times on our ticker over there, but I need to see. So our F1 lead. I didn't really want to use F1 leaderboard, but let's see what's the timer. It's quite literally just this with extra steps. I'll keep that there just in case. Let's see. Here's tire mode. There we go. Ooh. Ooh. Hello. Like that. Oh yeah, there we go. Now it's showing up on the thing. Let's go, baller. Yeah, now we got it figured out. All right. I think we got something pretty solid here. So we'll get rid of the F1 thing for now. So we got ourselves a ticker. I don't know what the P for Chris Merlin means, but currently Kalen Bevan. That's time on the board with the 143.3 or 142.3 for qualify. A little bit slower in this sector. Ooh. I think they called it the Le Mans chicane, if I'm not mistaken. I don't really know. RT out for another lap. We've already looked at George and Kalen. Let's see who else we can find on the track. Oh, P means pit road. Alright, good to know. As tall as is and is number 14. Okay, Super Icer 69. Somebody's back there not on the track. I don't know who that is. They haven't set a time. Chris, or not Chris. I'm in the Fiat. Don't mind me. I don't have this car. Check. I don't know whose car that is. That just hurt George's lap, I'm sure. I have no idea who's in this car. Ethan Mingalelli. Okay, yeah. I don't have his car for some reason. Not sure why. Actually, I do know why, because I didn't download it. I forgot. He joined in qualifying, so, yeah. I mean, at least I'll have his thing on the bottom, so good luck to him tonight, for sure. There's Winty Wolf, the number 3. Hopefully I have his car. TV1's gonna be a grim one, especially if you have like a finish towards the line. That's gonna be weird. So I have like F3, F4, I think F6. And that is the Fiat. That just goes to the player. Good to know. There's Chris. Locking up the tires there. Holds on to it. This is with an issue. I think he got off the track. One thing I do note here, I could look at replays, but let's see. Let's see. Can we go back on? Oh my God. Oh my goodness. We're not doing replays. We are not doing replays. Holy! I just had a conniption trying to do a replay there. Holy. Okay. No replays. Okay. Don't cause anything interesting that I can't go back and look at. Otherwise, we in trouble. We in trouble. Be in trouble. And Winty Wolf with the 1.40. Hello. What a lap there. That's insane. Right there at the end of the session, too, finishing up their last lap. However, we'll see if anyone else can finish their lap. Super Ice for 69 off the track. He's into the tire barrier. See if anyone else has anything left for their final lap. Final lap. Kale and Bevan are going to be next across the line for their final lap. Oh, I think he's wiggling a little bit. Don't know if that's server or what. Regardless, just going to hold on, finish this lap here. We'll see if he can beat Winty. Does not. And defies the laws of physics, says he is flipping, and the wheels are okay. And George has also come on the track. He was not able to find a faster lap. Super Ice for 69, and Chris Merlin trying to get a faster lap to end this session. And Chris has cut the track. I don't know if that will count towards a lap. Then Soup, I don't think he's on a heater either. Winty, however, I believe has one more lap left in this thing. It looks slower right now, and it will be slower. Not quite as quick. I don't know where they got that lap from, to be dead honest with you. And that is going to be the end of the session. Oh my gosh, they're dead. Alright, good to know, good to know. Well, yeah, I guess, we ball on that. It's our nice looking free cam. Do I know how it works? No, but it's there. Just waiting for a couple guys to get in the pits. There's our lovely looking Fiat. Chris getting advised to join the VC. Where is Chris? Wake up, Chris. Alright. Alright, so Winty cut his lap, so technically Kalen Bevan on the pole for this event. But Winty did a little bit of lap cutting, so that's how he got a quicker time there. Ethan Mingalelli. I thought the session was over, to be dead honest with you. And they have now cut it over to, I believe this is the, did they restart qualifying? Alright, so I believe we're going to the race. So again, Winty Wolfs, who has technically got in the pole, it was a cheat lap, so realistically speaking, Kalen Bevan top of the board with a 142.1, then right behind him, George Uriarte with a 142.7, Tola is with a 143.1, Super Extra 69 with a 143.3, Chris Merlin with a 146.9, Kyle Driscoll nor Ethan Mingalelli set any laps. However, I don't have Ethan's car because I forgot to download it. My apologies on that, but I'm doing my best here. Give me a break. About 13 laps, or not 13 laps, 13, I can't even speak. A few seconds till they, I think, grid up for the race, or at least skip over to the next session officially, and then they'll wait a little bit longer before they get it going. That's exactly what happened. What? Why? Back to pits. Back to pits. What? Oh crap. Oh crap. Uh-oh. There we go, that works fine. We'll just do that. Alright, so if you guys did not grid up. We'll just ignore that whole gridlock thing. They are doing a pace lap, so they're going to take 5 minutes to get that done. I forgot that my cameras are stupid, so we're going to get pacing up. Kalen Bevan again has the official pole. And this ticker just kind of ignore it for the time being. But we allow these guys to pace up, get their stuff going. Again, 1 hour race, again taking 5 minutes to get the pace going. Give or take a few minutes towards the clock. You have your timer there at the bottom and on the top to get this thing correct. 1 hour here tonight. It's going to be interesting. Can these guys survive it? How many are going to finish? How many are going to hold on? Pit strategy is going to be a thing. I think they got a day through night session here. Ethan Mingo with a few problems there in that machine he's having. Again, I don't have his car. Apologies. It looks like Kyle. Looks like the 80 might not be starting this. That is to be determined, I think, at this point. But we will see. As again, doing their lap to get the grid paced up. Hopefully me being on the pit road is not a problem. If it is, then I'm not in my car, and if someone hits me, let me know in the chat, because there's a chat down here I can use, and I'll be fine. That's a plane, I just realized. So I'm kind of limited to TV1 because I don't know the other cameras, and I do know some of the other cameras, but they're not that great. There's the roof cam, I think. Never mind. That is me. We're going to double up here off of the Le Mans chicane. Kale and Bevan, George Uriarte. Tala is Super Racer 69. That's not what I want. And Winty Wolf, Chris Merlin, and Ethan Mingalelli. 7 cars, 1 hour, maybe 8 if the 80 is able to run. I don't think they will. They said they were having some issues medically speaking. They're going to go green here again. The camera's kind of weird, so I don't know. Let's see, what's that 5 do? Green flag in the air. Kalen Bevan is going to lead us in. I'm only going to presume there's yellows based on issues. Super Racer 69 already around. Single car. We keep it green, I assume. No idea. Ethan Mingalelli having issues still. Already some quick overtakes going on from Winty Wolf. Looking around a few of those guys. George Uriarte, Kalen Bevan up front. And already a big gap to third. Oh, big spin on the back. That is Tulla as is. Holds on to it for the most part. Bit of a scare. Kalen Bevan, he rounds off the final corner to complete lap 1 as your leader. Already a big gap between a lot of these guys. Super 69. The BMW is a menace. Assuming this is the BMW in question. Ultimately, yeah, probably. We'll see. They're having a rough night for sure. However, oh, big loose there off that corner. Holds on to it. Bad for the lead, almost already already over a second between the leaders. And we're only a lap and a half in. Winty Wolf holds on a respectable P3, nothing too crazy. Chris Merlin versus Tala Aziz for P4. Tala Aziz able to get around him. Personal best for the top three. Well, personal best of the race, obviously, not of the whole session, but. Fastest lap still belongs to Kalen Bevan. Super Racer 69 going to try to overtake the Chris there. Oh, locks it up big time. So does Soup. Into the tire barrier. They both hold on to it. Imagine those cars are damaged, but I don't think that will. I don't think that's gonna take him out of the race. Ooh, a bit wide there for Chris. Holds on to it. Ethan Mingalelli going a lap down. Having some issues in that car. Big issues for Ethan Mingalelli. Holy. That brother is not cooking. Kalen Bevan with yet another fastest lap on the course. Jorge Uriarte holding on in tow. Almost 2 seconds back now. More trouble for the BMW. Holds on to it. And something has happened to Jorge Uriarte off of the chicane. The Le Mans chicane. That's going to cost him. I'm not sure if he hit something or not. Again, I can't really look at replays due to not really being able to look at replays without having moonshine go through. But Tala Aziz versus Super Racer 69 for P3 now. Tala Aziz goes for the overtake. BMW once again off the track. Big time struggle in the infield. They are ripping a lot of dirt there. I'm not sure. They probably missed a corner or something. They were able to now get it back on the track. Big time struggle there for that car. And somebody had a problem. Super Racer 69 in the Le Mans chicane has an issue. He's able to get it back going, but he's going to lose that third place or that fourth place spot he had over Jorge, who is now going to get that spot back. He's 21 seconds now back from Kalen Bevan, who's pretty much just been putting on a masterclass since the start of this race. .33 car goes to pit road. Or I say 33. The BMW goes to pit road. I'm not sure if I'm a problem or not. Okay. Early pit for Winty Wolf. I imagine this is strategy on his call. So hopefully that goes well for him. Super S69 gains a spot with that call by Winty. Mingo Lily is once again in the grass. Holy cow, that guy, he is struggling. Exact same spot. Holy moly. Make sure to stay out of the way of any oncoming traffic. Oh my gosh. Tall as is now assumes second with Winty Wolf pitting early. Simply on strategy. Again, only 10-ish, not even, well, coming on 10 minutes into this race. You already see the sun moving around. Tall as is flashing his lights for the car ahead that's about to go another lap down there. He's probably going to be a few more laps down at the line if he is able to cross the line. Big struggles there. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, why, he just missed, he just missed bad. As the sun is setting on the track, we're about to go under the lights. Here 10 minutes in to this event. And he is once again going to go to pit road. And Winty Wolf at the back end of this strategy. He's going to have a more full tank in this run. I actually like this strategy. You're going to have a full tank in this run. However, towards the end of the race, he's going to have a very low fuel tank. And hopefully not too low, but low enough to where he can have the fastest car on the track towards the end. The question is, hopefully he didn't get a track cut there, but the question is, can he hold on with the higher fuel amount with this, with the weight in the car slowing him down? That question will be answered soon enough. Jorge Uriarte setting his sights on Tala Aziz. Chris Merlin setting his sights on Super Racer 69. So a couple of potential battles here in the field right now. And Winty Wolf kind of in a league of his own, just trying to manage his strategy out, I'd imagine, what his plan is right now. We will see how that works out for the end of this race. I think Kalen Bevan had a little bit of a too quick of an entry there. I'm not 1,000% sure, but 21-second lead. With already this early into the event, 47 minutes left. We're getting reports from Soup that his tire is not faring too well for him right now. Oh, big exhaust there from Soup. He thinks he may have to pit for tires before he pits for fuel. Oh, has a off track there. Oh, big slide there. That tire is not doing too well. Hopefully he can hold on for the rest of this. And only hardly 15 minutes in, his right rear is getting close there, so he'll probably have to pit in around 10 minutes or so. Big slide there, holy. Battle for P2. It's heating up slowly, but it's heating up nonetheless. Ethan Mingalilli once again cutting through the middle of the track. I don't know if my phone can hold a charge for this long, so I'm gonna put my phone on the charger real quick. We'll keep an eye on Jorge Uriarte for just a second. I'm back, and Super Racer 69 has finally committed to pit road with that tire. So the question is he gonna? I mean, there's a lot of questions, but ultimately, where's this gonna put him strategy-wise? I'm thinking a lot of these guys were thinking about strategy right now. Chris Merlin also in pit road. Winty Wolf finally gaining those spots back. Gaining them very quickly, mind you. So that'll be interesting to look at. These guys, I imagine, taking a full tank of gas. Caleb Bevan, Super Racer 69 now out of pit road. Chris out a little sooner than Soup. Both of them coming out right next to each other. And a lap down now. Battle's heating up for P2. All this is Jorge Uriarte. Tala is able to pull away there in that straightaway. But he's still right on him. Real close battle. Off track for the 33. Once again, the camera is having a seizure trying to hold on to that. Looks like this is off of the Le Mans chicane for Ethan Mingalelli. And gets the overtake done. Jorge Uriarte up to P2. Chris Merlin up front. He had an off track there. I think he had a mistake in the entry of the corner. He's already a lap down. He's going to try to just hold on with his strategy at this point. Super Race for 69 pulling away. Jorge Uriarte finally got ahead of Tully. He's going to go to pit road. And Merlin misses turn one big time. Holds on to it. Able to make the corner still. And Jorge Uriarte now on pit road. In the middle of the run. Let's check on Winty. He's again, he was the first guy to pit around 10 minutes into the race. We're almost 20 minutes in now. He's still holding on P4 right now. Jorge Uriarte now out of the pits. Ethan is still there. Okay. Where George comes out compared to Winty. Winty with a slight, I think overall we're gonna have to find out a little bit later on, but I mean, I've seen a bigger gap before. Well, that was a pretty actual solid gap now that I look at it. Actually, looks like Kalen Bevan, our leader, might actually potentially try to put Winty a lap down before he goes to pit road. Him and Tala are the only two cars yet to pit. Oh, little mess up from Tala there, holds on to it. Super Rush 69 just ahead of him. Oh, big slide from Soup. Oh, unfortunate turn of events. He's going to lose that spot to Chris Merlin potentially. And will. Soup does not want that. But, oh, and Chris makes a mistake into the corner. Doesn't get as good as an exit, and Soup gets that spot right back. this is. He's coming down pit road this time. Supervisor 69, I think, thought about joining him, but did not. Or maybe he was just going low for some reason. I'm not sure. We'll see where he comes out compared to Tala Aziz, or not Tala Aziz, Jorge Uriarte. Winty, as well as where Winty is on this strategy. Winty about to go a lap down to the leader. Winty's already pit. The leader has not pit yet. Leader with a lower fuel tank, able to make faster lap times than Winty right now. I don't think you can cut it in half. You're gonna have to probably pit twice. But if he can cut it in half, cheers to him. I actually didn't check how many laps you can make it on a tank. Alright, he will not cut it in half. But he might. Wow. Can't you save 5 minutes of gas? Well, actually, it might even be less than that. He could potentially do a one-stopper. Now, I highly doubt, anyone's going to have any chance at catching him off of that pit stop alone. He's going to have to make a pretty darn big mistake, or somebody's going to have to make a reign of terror to catch him. But for the rest of the field, it's Winty, George, and Tulla, I think, all on their strategy, and then Soup and Merlin also with a pretty good battle for 5th right now between those two. They've been pretty close most of this race. And then we got this guy, who, yeah, he's, yeah. Kalen Bevan out of pit road now. Chris Merlin and Soup able to unlap themselves now, but not by a lot. And Winty Wolf not quite as close to Kalen as he would have liked in this. However, he's still got the least amount of fuel of those guys. But I think Winty might have to pit twice. I'm not 1,000% sold on that for sure. Might have only been a 10-lap deficit, but I have no idea. Whoa, big. Wow, that was flames coming out of that 14 car. Holy. I didn't even know this game had those kind of physics. But ultimately, Jorge Uriarte able to be come out of there better than Tala by about roughly 10-ish seconds. My math's not too off a par. And he's actually gained a little bit of time on Kalen Bevan, speaking from an overall... Oh, Supervisor 69 with an issue. I think he missed the Le Mans chicane there. Allowed Chris Merlin to get that spot back. However, Supervisor 69 now, once again, a lap down. It's Kalen Bevan setting his sights on Chris Merlin to potentially put him a lap down. Big lockup from Chris and Winty, or not Winty, Kalen makes quick work of him and gets around him for keep putting him in a lap down. Jorge Uriarte is cutting into that lead. Gotta remember, he's got a lower fuel tank right now because he pitted sooner than Kalen. Tires could also be a factor as well. I just don't know how much of a factor. But he is definitely cutting into that lead right now, despite that spin out in the Le Mans chicane earlier in this event. Supervisor 69 will get around once again in this corner. I think, well, he holds on to it, but that's going to cost him a ton of time. Spins out, try to get that thing back going. Smooth transition back onto the track. Well, not exactly smooth, but he gets back on the track, not in front of anybody. Well, it was kind of close, but thankfully he didn't hit nobody. That guy, Chris Merlin, very far ahead of Super Rush 69 for P5. And the 33 is finally, or the, I don't know, I keep calling say the 33. Ethan's finally in pit road. Do they show numbers at all? They don't. Okay, good to know, good to know. And at the closure of this lap, I would imagine we are going to be halfway into this event. Whether you're a glass half full or a glass half empty kind of guy, where you're gonna really either enjoy or hate when we cross this line and find out we are halfway. It's gonna be 19 laps in the books, so theoretically speaking, we'll probably end the race around lap, probably around lap 28, 27, 26 potentially, depending on how things go. More so sold on lap 26. We'll see how that goes. But consistency has been the name of his game. Kalen Bevan's been out front the entire event. And he's had some challenges. Jorge Uriarte has been his biggest. Just after that incident he had in the Le Mans chicane earlier in this event, he is much further back now. About 26 seconds. He was gaining into the lead a little bit there, but he's now stagnated. So we'll see if that changes or not as we get closer to the end of this thing. Tollez is also still losing time to Jorge Uriarte. Wincy Wolf still also losing time to those guys as well. Chris Merlin has still ahead of Soup. Soup is still pretty far back from him, so we'll see how that goes for those guys. Other than that, I don't really see any interesting battles on the track I can look at. To be fair, I've never broadcasted a endurance race. I wouldn't exactly call this a endurance race. Not like 24 hours or nothing, but like a figurative endurance race, I guess you could say, with it being an hour long. First time doing this type of racing in terms of broadcast, so give me a break. I'll figure out something next time. I'll probably broadcast the next event these guys do. Asseto Shennanigans is... why is Soup flashing his lights? There's no one in front of him. What? What is that brother doing? I don't know. I'll find something... Oh, he just turned off his lights. Alright. Feels confident enough to drive without lights. I roll with it. The track is lit, after all, so... I'm hearing bird chirping, so that means the sun is coming up. And, wow, that was, almost instant. Well, you know what? I just got gaslit into thinking of that. I'm thinking the sun's coming up. Man, I feel stupid. I feel real stupid. Man, I hear birds chirping. Like, oh, yeah, the sun's coming up. Nah, I swear I heard birds chirping. That or I'm losing my mind. One or the other. And Chris Merlin in pit road, he's going for a two-stopper. That's going to allow Soup to get back around him. I think Soup is also going to go for a two-stopper here as well. I feel like he's managed his tires a lot better this time around, opposed to last time around. which is good. But regardless, it's going to cost him time-wise a ton, not to mention the amount of accidents he's gotten into this race. They're just self-inflicted, but hopefully he can rebound somewhat, and we'll see what he can put together for the... Oh my gosh. He missed the corner. Oh, hold on, buddy. He holds on to it. A little loose in the grass there. Well, is this still losing time, and Jorge Uriarte has lost about a second since we last checked on him, as Kalen Bevan has been quite literally the running joke in this league, or I guess suppose friend group, whatever you call it, Asseto Shennanigans, as Kalen Bevan. Well, I just did the horrible impression there. Please tell me not to ever do that again on a broadcast. Kalen Bevan. Yep, he's been dominating this thing. He just locked his tires up into this corner. But he's got such a big lead. He shouldn't be pushing it that hard, obviously, but you know, he's got such a big lead. I don't even know if he, even if he does push that hard, his tires, as long as he doesn't wreck or something, should hold on enough to hold him into a decent position for finishing. Wow, got in the grass there. Decent save, by the way. Holy. Super Racer 69. Really not happy with the car right now. He is, I thought he was on pit right there for a second. He is, oh my gosh. Soup! Oh my gosh! Okay, I thought he was going to flip or something there. He came in there hot. Holy. Soup is struggling right now. Still ahead of Chris, as Chris has pitted. But Soup will probably have to pit once more. See him in the driver chat. Not pleased with the car right now. Another lockup from Kalen Bevan. He's been cooking it in this corner, I've noticed lately, and not in a good way. He's been locking the tire up on that entry, and that is not beneficial for his tires at all. Again, like I said though, he's got such a gap between him and Jorge Uriarte. He can risk that. In fact, George once again, I believe, has fallen another second back. Actually, another. Wow, he lost a lot of time. Holy, I think he missed turn one. He's just trying to hold on and finish this thing. But Kalen Bevan, like I said, just been masterclass this whole way around. Like now, again, he has been locking the tires up here and there, but he's made it work. Chris Merlin, a little bit of off track there, holds on to it. Got Swifty Wolf right behind him, holding on P4, still staying on the lead lap. Kalen Bevan setting his sights on potentially putting Winty a lap down before this thing is over. That could potentially happen. Yeah, not a lot of interesting stuff going on the track right now, if I'm being dead honest. It's just been a lot of these guys really spread out, running their own race. A lot of these guys, their headlights off. I wonder if the sun's actually up and it's just not picking up for me for some reason. Big slide for Tala. Or maybe he's just maybe he just doesn't need his lights at some portions of the track. As I know this track is lit, you can run it without lights if you really wanted. But most of these guys have their lights on. Now, Chris Merlin, he's about to go get passed by Winty, not for position or nothing, but they're close to each other on the track, and that's interesting enough. Big lock up there from Chris Merlin, had a really horrible entry there into that corner. Still night for y'all, Chris? Alright. And Winty going in for his second stop of the night. So, yeah, it doesn't look like, I don't think his strategy's going to work out. Kalen Bevan just put down another heater with a 142.9. I believe that is the fastest lap of the race, if I'm not mistaken. Jorge Uriarte still falling back. Tolos is still falling back. Winty with Wolf now a lap down and on pit road with its second stop. Winty Wolf out of pit road. Should be good to the end on gas. Pitted 10 minutes into this thing. That's a pit with 20 minutes to go. Honestly, don't know if it's going to work out too well for him, but he might have put less fuel in the tank. We'll see. We will see for sure. But it doesn't look like he lost any spots track position wise. Soup is pretty far back. As is. And we've seen Kalen Bevan. Chris Merlin is about to go a second lap down now. As I can start seeing some light on the horizon. Big lockup from Chris Merlin. Holds on to the car, doesn't wreck it. He's had a rough night. He goes the second lap down. Yeah, you seen Kalen Bevan. He was getting real close to that wall there. Has that confidence. And like I was saying, you can see that horizon get a little more colorful as the sun's about to come up here soon. 19 minutes left in the session. And so far, 31 seconds over Jorge Uriarte in second. Hasn't gained any time on Kalen so far. Again, he still has that smaller fuel load as he did pit earlier than Kalen, but ultimately Kalen, his abilities around this track have ultimately made the difference for him to still pull away from Jorge Uriarte. Tall as this, still holding on in P3. Last car in the lead lap. Winty Wolf a lap down, but he's the fastest he's the highest running of the lap down. When he pit, he didn't lose any spots position-wise. Super Red 69 back in pit road for second stop of the night. He pits from P5. I don't know what did Chris. Oh, I think Kalen made a mistake. He just lost a ton of time somewhere. I don't know where, but Chris got around him, and I don't know what happened there. Chris is going to get that spot from Soup, though. However, again, still time left in the session. Soup can come back around and potentially. He's in pit road for quite a bit, actually. I don't think he needs to put that much fuel in. Jorge Uriarte now in pit road. You know what? This might just be a two-stopper. after all. Now, granted, Kalen pitted last. He's the leader. He could maybe save enough to the end without having to pit again. He had like 3 minutes, or I want to say 4 minutes. Personal best by Tulla is as he goes up to second. Winty Wolf about to go lap down to the second place car. Over the next car in Winty sights is Kalen Bevan. Sun's out now and stuff happened on the track, so that's good. As for Soup and Chris, we will see how that works. Soup now has fresh tires, and I think he put too much fuel in the car. I'm gonna be dead honest. I don't think he needed to put that much in there. But I don't know. I wasn't in the car. I don't know what these guys are doing, so I won't judge them by that decision at all. Jorge Uriarte, he's now a minute back. However, he's on that two-stop strategy, which I think is the way to go. Or at least I would assume, unless Kalen Bevan manages to save enough gas for the end of this thing. Now, do note that he did lose about 7 seconds that one lap before George pitted, but Tulla is 41 seconds back. He's the second closest car to him. And again, Winty Wolf about to go. Well, he's not exactly going to go another lap down, but he's gonna. He might potentially get overtaken by Tulla Aziz there in the Starset car. Tulla Aziz has gained 5 seconds on Kalen Bevan. Makes me wonder if he made a mistake there somewhere. Or if lap times are starting to deteriorate. But regardless, like I said, he's got a really big lead right now. I don't think it's going to be easily taken down at all. Jorge Uriarte also still, I believe, holding on with time as well. If I remember right, I think he was like a minute 8 behind. He's now a minute 4 behind, so he's gaining. Took a smart decision that didn't take a whole lot of gas when he pitted. We will see how that factors out. Kalen Bevan has already gained 2 of those seconds back that he gained on Tulla Aziz. Not sure if Tulla made a mistake or Kalen was able to pull that much time back that quick. Make it 3, holy. Well, 3/4 of the way through this thing, and we got 2 cars a lap down, 2 cars 2 laps down, 1 car 1 lap down, and 3 cars on the lead lap. One of them with 38-second gap to second right now, and then the 7th car in the field, quite frankly, is just out of the race, to be honest. Chris Merlin spun out in turn 1. That allows Soup to gain up. Holy, we might have a battle here for 5th once again. And Soup, big slide, he hits the wall. Goodness. Winty Wolf right behind those guys, and behind that, I imagine Tulla is now on pit road. It's time for him to pit. Question now, will Kalen pit? And, you know, part of me wants to say, well, I don't know the fuel strategy. So, he pitted with like 35 minutes left in the session. I think 5 minutes is like 3 laps. You know what? I think that's a bit much to save. And it doesn't look like he's been saving at all this run. I think he's going to pit again. I honestly think he's going to pit again. Now that I'm doing the math in my head, that sounds about more right. This is now coming out of pit road. Well behind Jorge Uriarte, who has lost a bit of time. In terms of how much gas is in the tank, I don't know. I would assume George still has I'm not gonna say he has less than Kalen because it could be close. Soup and Chris having a big battle right now, or not really. I think Chris made a mistake. Soup able to take advantage. Winty might have made a mistake. Winty's not for position, but Soup's going to try to get around him. Unlap himself to the guy for position. Which is actually crazy to think about, if you do think about it. And Soup does get that spot. Chris falls back. I'm pretty sure Chris made a mistake in the Lamar chicane. And Soup. Try to hold on. Winty might not be too happy with Soup here. He's getting held up. And now we're officially getting the DNF report from that BMW. These two battling for position. Wow, big block from Soup. Holy. I don't think Winty was too pleased with that. It's like Soup able to pull away now from Winty. I actually don't know when these two last pitted or where their fuel is at right now, but Soup I think is faster at the moment. Well, not a lot of gains from George right now on that lead to Kalen. It's been back and forth, I've noticed. But for the most part, everybody has made their last stop. The question is, has Kalen made his last stop? And I know I've said it, I don't think he's going to stay out. But in the back of my head, he pitted later than everybody else. There's a chance he might have saved enough. I just don't think he has. So we'll either have to pit eventually or something. Chris Merlin, I think he crashed down the infield part of the track. Right in front of George. George not too happy with that entry back on the track. He might have lost some time there. Actually gained time, but that might just be the difference being made somewhere else. I'm not sure. Well, we're getting close to the end of this session. And there's really not a lot going on right now in terms of on-track activity. George is still minding that gap. He's not exactly, it's still just been kind of back and forth. Now, he has gained a little bit, but overall, it's still just really been back and forth. You know, I said earlier I predicted this race would end about 20 so laps. I was wrong. it probably around, I don't know, probably, I'm not even gonna guess. I don't know. I think it's like, I don't even know how long a lap is around this track, like a minute? I don't know. Oh, and he finally goes to pit road. Kalen Bevan, your leader, goes to pit road. And the question is now, oh man, George probably isn't gonna like catch to pass him, but he's gonna catch. He's gonna gain time on him here, regardless. Kalen Bevan now pits. The timer will not update at the moment, but I imagine he's not going to take very much gas at all. It'll be a gas and go probably for Kalen Bevan. Well, look at that. And he's good to the end. George is nowhere to be seen. And Soup has suspension damage. Holy. How's that thing still running? Even with damage off. Oh my gosh, hold on there, brother. Even with damage off, that is something. Overall time gained, George gained about half of a minute there on Kalen, but not going to be enough. But to where he was when he originally had that accident, he's probably going to be about the same. Had he not had that accident, these two would probably be pretty close together towards the end of this thing. Tolas is still a minute back, and Winty holds his own where he's at. Super Racer 69 again has suspension damage, but he seems a bit more comfortable with it. Chris Merlin is a bit further back. Never mind. Soup is rubbing his right front tire. There might be an issue here for Soup. He's just got to hold on 5 more minutes, along with the last lap or 2 that the game gives of this session. Tall is gained a little bit of time, but I think the gaps are pretty big at this point. Let's try to hold on and finish the race for most of these guys. I think we could have potentially have a battle here if Soup. Saying hi to the chat there from Soup. I don't know where Chris is at. Oh yeah, no, Chris is. No, never mind. No battle there. Winty, I think most of these positions, unless something drastic happens, I'm like 99% sure are locked up. But Kalen Bevan has dominated this thing. 3 minutes left in the session about. We started with 7, we're going to end with 6. Technically we started with like 8, but sometimes that's how it works. Just have a cookie crumble sometimes. Oh crap, I just messed something up. Oh crap. There we go. I was trying to look at the standings, but it moved my ticker and it won't let me move it back. Oh my gosh, that thing is bugging like crazy. Oh, I messed up the ticker. Give me the Darwin award, I messed up the ticker. Can I unlock it? Oh, it's not letting me click it. Oh well. Oh, there we go. There we go. All right. All right. About a minute left. Kalen Bevan still just insanely fast. Has just been masterclassing his way for this hour-long race. This will be the final lap of the race. Super Racer 69 off the track late in the event. Where's Chris? Oh, he's... Oh, yeah, no, Soup's got it. Winty, on the other hand, might have to deal with Soup once more on this final lap. But Kalen Bevan, he's made no mistakes. Had a pretty good strategy. Hasn't had to have a lot of issues with any other lap cars. Been up front all day, or I say all day, all race. He's had some challenges from George here and there, but for the most part, it's just been him and the road ahead. A little Lamar chicane for the final time. He's saved enough gas, or I say saved enough gas. He pitted at the times it counted, made it work, has held on. He's about to come off the final corner. Kalen Bevan has led every lap, and he's going to do it here for the Scrubtona 60. Kalen Bevan, your third annual Scrubtona 60 winner. Kalen Bevan has won the race. Nicely done. Wait, you can hit the cones and it'll actually like kill your car. That's crazy. Jorge, he's currently in P2. Looks like he's going to hold on to that spot. He's had a pretty rough, I'd say pretty rough race. He had, aside from the start of this race, it's been his to, he's just been the guy in second for the most part. But he's your winner here. Everyone's crossing the line for their final times. Tala is. He's going to be the final car to cross the line. I think Chris will actually be the final car to cross the line, but Tala is. He's holding on third. He's just had a pretty solid, clean race. Nothing too crazy. Going to come off turn 4 for the final time. Tala is P3 for the podium. And last car to cross the line, Mr. Chris Merlin, as Tala is set a personal best on the last lap. Kalen Bevan is your winner. I think he probably did burnouts while I was watching people. Actually, he hasn't moved his car at all. Alright, hold tight. I'm not sure if these guys are going to want interviews or not. If they aren't, then I'm going to close the stream, but I'm going to check with them before I do anything. Alright, so we will be having post-race interviews. First up, I'd imagine probably going to be Kalen Bevan. So go ahead and get him in here. We'll see. And we got Kalen Bevan.
Hi.
Well, you led every lap. You dominated. I just straight up masterclass. I don't even know what to say, man. You just been class of the field that entire time. You got anything you want to say?
I made a few mistakes and my hands are sore from riding the direct drive for an hour.
Yeah, I seen you were locking up there in one of those corners consistently there for a little bit.
Yeah, the horseshoe,
Yeah,
the
that one.
first one.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. I walked up there I think like 17 times. There's like every tire I'm like there is probably me.
Yeah, that's well, sometimes it's just how the cookie crumbles. You're probably the only guy during that race that didn't like wreck. At least not that I've seen. It seemed you made a
I
few
did.
hiccups. Oh, you did.
I,
Okay.
I I spun in the bus stop once, half spin the other time, and then the lap I was pitting, going into turn one, I spun, gave myself red front end damage, red door damage, and red bumper damage.
Ah, yeah.
So I was pretty slow in the end. I still managed to gap second by 32 seconds in the end, but man, it was I'm tired.
Yeah. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. I not really. Again, like I don't.
Yeah, I
You
really
just
enjoyed it.
you just straight up like dominated. Not a lot to say.
Yeah.
But you got any last thoughts before I go ahead and call up the next person?
Yeah, I wasn't gonna waste this before until because I thought it was 2 hours, like because I was an idiot and I didn't realize it was called the not the Gwen 60, the Scrubtona 60. So I was like, oh, so I guess always. So I spent all of today just preparing, and I got it done. So I'm happy about that.
Nicely done. I don't got any other questions for you. I guess
All
we'll
right,
see you for the next one.
see ya.
Got Mr. George, P2.
Yeah, I mean, Kalen was fast all day long. In practice before the race, he was putting in insane lap times. I have a feeling I might have messed up the BOP, but that's just me molding. Yeah, I was on an alternate strategy from the start, but the crash on lap 5 definitely didn't help. I was keeping up with Kalen, then I crashed. It was because an uphill battle from there. Didn't really cut my way through the field as well because they were all spinning and crashing around me. I was getting on Tala just before my first stop, and then his game froze just before the bus stop, so that slowed me down on my main lap. And then from there, I was kind of just vibing the whole time. But yeah, props to Kalen. I've finally been defeated in a special event, so but yeah, he is a great driver as always. Always love sharing the track with him. Always fun to race these things. Just wish there was more contest on track. It was kind of boring. I was kind of just hot lapping at that after my crash, so it was fun.
Yeah, well, glad you enjoyed it. Can't really think of anything in particular to ask you. Was that all you had to say?
I mean, again, if you had anything to ask me, I would gladly answer it. Otherwise, this event was fun. Hopefully, we get to do more in the future with more people. And yeah, thanks to everyone who tuned in. Ah.
Yeah, good one.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Yep. Thing next was Tala. Or I guess hi Soup. Man, I should have probably turned on soundboard. Cause I have no idea what he just did. All right. Channel. All right. See if Tala wants interviewed. Hello, Mr. Tala is P3. How we feeling?
Um, it was a bit on the boring side, at least battling wise, but all in all, I'm happy. I was shooting to get a podium, this race. Uh, I started where I wanted to start as well because I knew George and Kaylin are gonna be lights out because they're like more comfortable with the car and everything. Um, wait, give me 1 second.
We're good.
All right, sorry about that. But
Yeah.
but for the race, it was a bit of a struggle trying to drive the car because the car, even with some changes that Jerry Cook gave me, with the setup, it was just so snappy, like on the rear, like oversteering on the rear, like it was really hard to control. So I was trying to manage that the entire race, and there was a few times where I nearly spun it, and one moment where when I was pitting, it snapped and I hit the wall. I didn't get too much damage, but it was enough damage where it put me back a bit. Um, but to go from nearly getting wrecked and being near last on lap one to podium and just surviving and not spinning, um, is pretty cool. Like and stuff. Like I love driving these cars in the Asseto, even though like the physics can make me frustrated sometimes, and even though sometimes the car can be frustrated, and the end of the day, driving like these cars are so much fun, especially at the Daytona Road Course.
Yep. Well, I don't specifically have any questions for you. Do you plan on racing DSRA tomorrow?
Yeah, I plan. Hopefully, I can race tomorrow. I feel really confident for tomorrow. I feel like I could probably contend for the win. Because I was my first race there. I messed up a few times last season. I was I started third and finished third. It's just that I made a few mistakes because the cars in front of me were uh staying in third. I kept upshifting and downshifting, but now I have a better idea of what I need to do, and I feel really confident heading into tomorrow. But we'll see. There's a lot of really fast drivers there as well, so um, yeah, really excited.
All right. Well, other than that, that's all I got for you, and good luck tomorrow.
All right, okay, thank you.
Hello, Mr. Winty Wolf, P4. How we feeling?
My roosts are killing me.
Oh my. 1 hour race would do that. I seen you pitted like 10 minutes into the race. Was that like planned for strategy, or was tires a factor, or like
Realistically, I forgot to add all the fuel, and I thought after I realized it would give me a nice break for the wrist, so I could ease off fuel for a quick minute. It helped a little bit,
some
so in the end, it all worked out.
sometimes how the cookie crumbles. Um, I don't have any questions specifically pertaining to this race. Do you plan on doing DSRA tomorrow?
Probably.
Well, we're going to Nashville. You got any other thoughts?
No.
Pretty clean race, nothing too crazy. Seen, Yes, I think I seen Soup scary a couple times there, but all in all, didn't really affect you too much position-wise. So,
He
congratulations.
just got me on the straights as the Ford was faster, so as soon as I realized that, I kind of just let him go and want to fight him for
That's fair.
nothing.
Well, that's all I got for you. Congratulations on the top 5. Granted, there's only 7 cars, but hey, top 5 is top 5, I guess. And if you do race tomorrow, good luck.
Thank you. I will maybe talk to you tomorrow.
I'll probably talk to you here in a few minutes, unless you're like leaving. Adios. Ah. All right. I don't know if Chris is gonna want to be interviewed. I know Soup. He's not much of a talker, so he probably won't want to be interviewed. And Ethan DNF'd pretty early, so I'd imagine he probably doesn't want to be interviewed either. I don't see him in the main VC, so I probably won't bother him for it. But congratulations to them on finishing the race as well. That's really all I got. Like again, not good at this interview stuff. I'm just hoping to get what I can out of this and just keep it consistent. And other than that, we'll see you tomorrow for DSRA. They're going to Nashville Fairgrounds. It will not be as long as tonight's race was. And tonight was a big learning experience for me in terms of broadcasting. Instead, of course, I had a lot of hiccups at the beginning. Oh, hey, Soup. Hold up. Let me unmute the soundboard. That way you can use that real quick. Where do I unmute my soundboard? Never mind. He left. Okay. I mean, let's see. He died too many times. I guess like I'm gonna try to, because I know he's not much of a talker, so I don't want to like pressure him into talking. But basically, Soup just says he had a rough night. We've seen him in the chat a few times. He was struggling big time. So he'll probably be racing DSR tomorrow as well. So good luck to him on that. Like, but yeah. And again, I don't think Chris or Ethan are going to want to be interviewed. I don't see him in the VC, so I don't want to bother him. But yeah, again, big learning experience. A lot of hiccups at the beginning. Hopefully, next time we do this, and it'll probably be when they do the Glen 60 later on down the road, it'll be a lot smoother and we won't have as many troubles. Other than that, thanks for everyone for organizing this event. And thanks to him for letting me broadcast and all that jazz. And we'll see you tomorrow for DSRA at Nashville.